Hey guys, it's Trace Face. I'm live. I just got out of band practice here and had a lot of stuff going through my mind, and I wanted to make sure that I tuned in and saw who was up tonight with me to talk about some of the stuff and have a conversation about some of the stuff that's going on regarding the smear campaign and regarding spiritual warfare, because those are actually the two topics that seemingly have been coming through in my brain this week regarding clients I'm working with, things I've seen online myself, and so I wanted to try and get this message out to you. Oh, by the way, let's sing a song. Ready? Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, no narkies. Happy birthday, narc free. I thought of that today. Yeah, today's my birthday, and and there was like all these like Facebook messages singing happy birthday to me, and I was like, I had this song in my head in the car today, and I was like making up the words. Oh, thank you, JB. Thank you. Yeah, it was a good day. I took my nephew and niece to the park with my father, who took the day out of work today. And we went to the park and we went for brunch. And my brother and I, we practice every Wednesday night. So, hi, guys. And so I wanted to make sure we kept the practice. And I'm going to go out with my girlfriends. A big group of us are going to go out tomorrow night. I can't wait, 'cause some of these girls I haven't seen in a long time, and they're my girls, and I'm always looking for an excuse to get together with them. So we're going to go out tomorrow night. So let's dive into this topic tonight, shall we? Whoever decides to join us, whoever is with me now, feel free to comment and share your opinion on this stuff. So you have to understand that the narcissist, the minute that you try to reveal any sort of truth to the narcissist wants to be long gone, and the narcissist can't stand you for exposing them and telling the truth. So the narcissist has got to discard you at that point, and the narcissist has got to change the narrative. And part of how they change the narrative is they have to go around and they have to badmouth you to people. They have to tell people lies, which they're really good at. And they have got to get people that once did love you and respect you. It's most likely their family and their friends. They're going to try to go around and get as many people as they possibly can to believe their narrative. You got to understand that the narcissist is going to change the narrative. That's what they're all about. They have got to somehow, some way, make people believe their side of what happened. And as we all know, their side of what happened is absolute, complete, nothing but lies. Lies, lies, lies. And so they're very good. We all know they're good storytellers. We all know that they're good at what they do. They are going around and they're trying to get as many people as possible to believe what it is they're trying to say that happened. And you cannot take this personally at all. Okay, you just can't. The narcissist, this is what they're doing. This is part of who they are. This is part of what they do. They will go around and try to get as many people as physically possible to believe that you were the one doing this, that, and the other thing. I don't know how many of you have had this experience, but it's what they're going to do. It's in their nature. They're not gonna stop without a fight. Okay? They're not gonna stop. You would think, Heather, that people would catch on. But unfortunately, the narcissist is going around and is very believable, as we know. That is why we were under a spell with these people. And I'm going to get more into that in a minute about the spiritual warfare stuff, because I got a lot of stuff I want to share with you guys tonight. They cannot stop themselves. It's like they're not going to stop without a fight. They're not going to stop. This is what they do in life. They go around And the minute that someone is onto them and someone gets who they are and someone knows the truth, they're going to make sure at any cost that they try and make that person look foolish, or anybody sticking up for that person look foolish. And they will get, mark my words, this happens to everybody. Thank you so much, you guys. This happens to everybody. They will get people in their stupid little corner. And this is why we call those people the flying monkeys. And those are the people that I'm trying to tell you guys, you gotta have your social media blocked so that those people can't run back and give them information. If you don't care, then that's one thing. Then don't worry about it. Like, who cares what, you know, what they're giving you, what they're giving them for information about what you're up to, what you're doing on Facebook or on Instagram. But if you want this hoovering, if your narcissist is hoovering you, it's most likely because someone is giving them information. Someone is going back to them and telling them what you're up to and getting them going. So if you want to stop all of that and all the madness, which I suggest, is that you put those people that you know could potentially give them any information about you on restricted. You don't let them see it's a button on Facebook that you make it that it's restricted, and they don't literally see anything unless you put it up publicly. And you can do the same thing on Instagram. And you can make it so that these people don't have information on you or your life. And that's going to stop some of it. Yeah, they're going to go around, they're going to manipulate people, they're going to tell people that you were the narcissist, you were the monster, you were the one that was psycho. They will go as far as to make up stories about you that are not true. Anything they have to do to survive. This is survival to these creeps. They're going to sit there and they're going to change. They have to change the narrative. They have to cover their tracks. It's criminal behavior. How do I cover my tracks? What do I have to do to make people believe that I am not as horrible as this person that got close enough to me figured out that I am? What do I have to do? So, you know, this is what they're going to do. And it will never change. This is what all narcissists do. The minute you don't want to tolerate them, the minute you've seen through their mask, the minute you say no to their BS, the minute that you're done, and you've exposed them and you've talked about the truth, this is when they have got to say to themselves, all right, be prepared because we're going into war. And that's what they do. And they're at that point, you are dog meat to them. They got no use for you any longer because you're too smart. So now they're on a conquest to find somebody that is not as smart as you. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to go find someone in some corner of some place that doesn't have a clue who they are. Because why? That's much easier for the narcissist. It's much easier for the narcissist to be able to figure out, well, this person's gonna admire me and adore me and love me because this person doesn't have a clue what I'm all about. I want to remind each and every one of you, as I've been working with clients this week, and it is something that I keep reiterating, and I'm going to reiterate it to all of you as well. You have got to understand when it comes to the new supply, and I'll do another video on the new supply because I know a lot of people get obsessed with this, and it's normal, it's natural, it's understandable. They are not getting anything different than you did, okay? The only thing they're getting is they're getting a longer time that the narcissist is wearing their mask. And that is it. That is it. That is the only difference. Because the narcissist learned a thing or two with you. And they learn from those mistakes. And they're going to figure out what it is they've got to do to make sure that the new supply is lined up in such a way that they have no idea what's coming. So you're just going to see that that's how it's going to unfold. But you got to understand, they're not getting anything different than you got with them. Narcissists don't change. Malignant narcissists especially do not change. They get worse with age. They will get worse. It will get worse. And that person is going to get it worse than you, because that's what happens. They just become more mean. They could become more nasty. They become more miserable. They become more narcissistic in the years. It's proven. It's all been written about. It's been written about in the Bible. So understand that you think that this you guys think that what they're posting on social media is true and real. It's the biggest thing. It's the biggest tool they have to fooling everyone. Everyone. And how pathetic are they? They didn't even have, they weren't even done with you before they found someone else. Who does that? It's nobody that actually really loved you or cared about you, because as we know, if you really loved someone and you really truly cared about them, you couldn't do that. You couldn't just move on to someone else and roll over into someone else's bed. But these robots can easily do it. And it is proof that nothing ever new will happen for them. Nothing is going to change there. It's just going to be a longer period of time before the abuse kicks in, the withholding, the emotional abuse, the financial withholding, the silent treatment, the triangulation with other women and other men. We all know what's coming. Nothing, mark my words, I can tell you right now, nothing is changing. Okay? I have miraculously come across, now I had seen her videos, and I had actually seen this video many years ago, and it came on my feed on YouTube. Her channel is called Permission to Exist. And she's another one like Narc Survivor. You don't know what she looks like. She is wicked intelligent. And she has this video talking about that narcissists have a demonic possession. And I'm going to tell you right now, what she talks about in this video is every single thing I've been trying to put into words, I've been trying to talk to people about, I've been trying to say from my own personal experiences, I have witnessed and I have seen. And she puts it together in such a way that I literally last night, like I jumped out of bed like, yes, like someone gets it. Like people are getting this. People are truly awakened to the fact that this is much deeper. Now I'm gonna go a step further and tell you guys, there's this show I found on YouTube called Paranormal Survivor. I would recommend that you guys check out some of these episodes. I don't know, I haven't had cable in like I don't even know how many years. I don't want cable. I want to get rid of the negativity in my life. And this is why I love YouTube, because some of the things that I would want to watch, the episodes are right on YouTube. Paranormal Survivor is a show where people are getting on the show of real life reenactments, and they are getting on like almost like documentary style, talking about their experiences with spirits. And what I'm learning, okay, and what I want to share with you guys tonight is that what they went through within a home and within a house is absolutely 100% comparable to what we went through with our narcissist, okay? And I'm going to leave in the drop-down menu when I go back and put this video back up. I'm going to leave in the drop-down menu some episodes that I think you guys should watch, because it's telltale. If spirits can infect and remain within a home and go after people within that home, Why don't you believe that it has affected your narcissist and it has affected them, and that there's something inside of them? Because just like this permission to exit channel that I found, refound, I rediscovered this week, she talks about the same thing I've been saying for a long time. How can you ignore the fact that they all act the same? How? You can't. You cannot. She says it just like me. My story is your story, is everyone's story, to the point where you can predict what they're going to do before they even do it. There is something much deeper and much greater going on with these folks than anybody can say. I have clients right now, you guys. Yeah, Heather, I know. I have clients right now who are believers. I have clients that came for their virginity. I have clients that truly are believers, were avid churchgoers, were believers in Jesus Christ, and these people, their stories are unbelievable. How these people came after them, chased them, wanted them, wouldn't stop at nothing. And a lot of my clients talk about, this is God's honest truth, how at first they weren't even attracted to the narcissist. Like get lost, that was kind of their attitude, like go away. And the next thing you know, they got them to a place where they were completely, and they all describe, it felt like I was under a spell. It felt like, I knew, I could see what was going on, but I didn't know how to get out of this. I didn't know how to get this person out of my life. I didn't know how to break the tie from this person. And I know a lot of you on my video where I talk about the demonic and spiritual aspects. I know a lot of you shared stories in your comments about it. And I thank you so much. Keep sharing your stories. I saw some Paranormal Survivor stories today talking about the black cloud that I described I had seen. My ex-narcissist, one of them, told me that when he was a child, he remembered this three-fingered, long-nailed hand coming over his head and spinning him around his bed and throwing him to the other side of the bed. And he told me about it, and I believed him. I believe that he said I was wide awake. I was like almost a teenager when it happened. So I think there is really something to this, you guys. I think that when bad things have happened to you as a child, like neglect and abuse and abandonment, and it's like you have a door that's open. This Paranormal Survivor episode that I watched today was talking about how dark people that you let in your life can actually leave you a portal. I'm going to leave you guys the link to this in the drop-down menu so you can watch it yourself. It's the middle one. It's the middle episode. There's 3 of them back to back for like the half hour or 40-minute episode. And it's the middle one that talks about this, how this friend of this woman, she thought that this woman was her best friend, but the woman had darkness on her, and the woman was jealous of her. She was married, she was having children, and the psychic had come in and said that this woman had brought in this portal to these demonic spirits in her own home, because the woman was going into her home. This stuff is very serious, you guys. When you want to play with fire, you're going to get burned. These people have fire that they're going to bring into your life, and a lot more than that. And for a lot of us, we're going to be fighting with this long after they're gone, because they have left a curse on you. They have left a very deep and dark thing that you have got to overcome and be delivered by. It's real stuff. So this stuff is real. I'm glad shows like that exist because it's telling us the truth. These people have come forward and they want to be able to tell their story and feel validated for it. And we, like I had said before, we're seeing a lot more of these paranormal shows coming on television and on YouTube and everywhere else. And what I'm trying to say is there is a correlation of that from these narcissists. These narcissists have got something inside of them that, just like that permission to exit woman talks about, it's like, she said it. She said exactly what I think. It's like they're helping the narcissist with their plan. They're helping aid the narcissist. They're like getting into the narcissist's body and taking over and letting them be able to do all these hateful and evil things. I agree with that. I really do. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it my whole life. And going back to some of the experiences I even had as a kid, there is no denying it now for me. I'm sorry. So I want to talk about that openly and freely with you guys, that I really do believe that there are spirits, plural for a lot of them, residing within these people. These people have been taken over, and that is why the operation is so evil. So anyway, that's kind of really what was on my mind tonight. If you guys, I'm going to leave it open here for another few minutes or so. I'll try to get to the 30-minute mark. Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. I use these channels and I use this information on YouTube to get the information. You know, one could say that Derek Prince, who I talk about all the time, that I think everybody should check out his work on YouTube. Oh, Permission to Exist. Did I say exit? I meant to say exist. I don't know if I did say that right, wrong. Permission to Exist. I think that you have to educate yourself on this. I really do. It's not to, you know, one could say that Derek Prince was obsessed with the darkness, but I don't believe that. I believe he was trying to educate people about what the Bible talks about. And the Bible clearly says that we are supposed to be able to cast out demons in one another. We were supposed to be able to do this, but in years' time, we have gotten so far away from that, that we don't even believe it anymore. And that's what Satan's plan is. Satan's plan is like, I don't exist. I don't come to you as the red devil with the horny tail. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. The devil is going to come to you in everything that you absolutely want and desire. That's his big trick. He's not going to bring you some ugly-faced monster. He comes to you as a package of everything you've ever wanted. And that's the trick. And also making you believe that he doesn't exist. But he does exist. God exists and Satan exists. It really is that force between good and evil. If you're not a believer of God and Satan and you have your other beliefs, you believe in a higher power. I know a lot of you. And it's the same thing. It's the darkness to the light. It's the contrast. It's the fight between the both. Always. One might argue that, because I listen to heavy metal music, that it's bringing in, darkness into my life. As a musician, I'm going to tell you right now that music to me was always like a way that I could take all the things I am seeing and sing about it and write a song about it. And I think that it's a healthy way to put that somewhere. So I don't agree with that. But, you know, if I'm sitting there every night watching disturbing stuff, watching pornography, watching really disgusting, disturbing horror movies, I think that's what we're talking about. In like, there's something taking over me, you know. I really feel rock and roll, and I always have, but I don't buy into like that. It's opening doors. I do think that some things that you could bring into your home, for sure, could open doors. For sure, absolutely. But that's my opinion. You take it or leave it. Somebody wrote a comment about she had heard her boyfriend talking in another language. Yeah, that's a little scary. If they're talking in a Latin language that you've never heard before, that is definitely a sign and very symbolic of something going on with him. You know, this is my opinion, guys. This is my humble opinion, and you can take it or leave it. But I know that many of you are identifying with this in the video I had done recently about this stuff, and you had your own stories to tell. And so I'm glad that I have found people out there that don't really think that you know, that I'm crazy, and you guys don't view it that way. You see it the same way. So, you know, and if you've had these experiences personally, you can't deny it. There's no denying it. You know. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You can leave it in the comments, or if you have a question for me right now, I'd be more than happy to try and help you in the last few minutes here. No narc. That's awesome. You know, I'm gonna reiterate all of my clients that I'm working with. Yeah, exactly. The dreams too. The dreams, you cannot deny the dreams that you've had with these people. They're very evil and very, very dark. Most of the clients that I'm working with all claim that the time that they were with their narcissistic partner, they completely shunned away from God. They completely like abandoned God. Without meaning to, but it just happened. Like they stopped studying the word. They stopped praying. All of that stuff. They stopped going to church. Or even if they weren't a church-going person, but that still believed, they did not have, Rebecca, yeah. They did not have the want and the passion anymore to be, thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. They didn't have that want and passion anymore to be close to God. Everybody reports this, including myself. Okay, sleep paralysis, huge one. And in this Paranormal Survivor episode I watched today, there were 2 of them I saw today. Huge, the sleep paralysis. That is a huge indicator that something is not right within the house, or something is not right with the person you're sleeping next to, or something is not right within your life, period. There is something wrong. That should not be happening to people. And people can get delivered from that sleep paralysis. They really can. Oh, Todd, you're an Aries too. Yay! Right? I think you're still an Aries if your birthday's Monday. But yeah, the sleep paralysis is very real. It's very scary. And these people are wide awake. People think like, oh, you're literally in another, oh yeah, you're a Taurus. You're literally like in another dimension when this is going on. And a lot of people claim to have seen the shadow man with the hat while they're going through the sleep paralysis. There's a documentary about this. You know, my big thing I want to sort of end with, I don't want us to get obsessed with the darkness. But what I really, really want is for you guys to understand that it's real, it's true. And whatever way you have to educate yourself in understanding that this is not all in your head. There's something much greater. You know, you have to educate yourself to be able to understand that it's there, it's real, and it's as real as anything else. I strongly believe that. And I'm glad that a lot of you agree with me. And if you're kind of new to like taking on this concept, just keep your mind open to it. Just be open to the fact that there is really a world out there that exists that we cannot see, but they can see us. Oh, and one more thing I really did want to mention tonight, I almost forgot. In one of these Paranormal Survivor shows this week that I saw, one of the investigators talks openly about the telepathy with these spirits and how the spirits know your name. And when these people came into the home, or before they even got into the home, they'd have dreams about the spirit talking to them and knowing their name. And they, you know, there's a terminology for this. There's a word for this that they use in the paranormal investigation like society, that literally talks about how these spirits know you and are bringing people to you. So you can't deny it. I believe we were all targeted. I really do believe that. You know, call me crazy, but I do feel like when you've been with one narc, Satan's going to try to bring you some more and some more and some more into your life. And you got to close that door and that portal yourself, because he'll just keep bringing you some bad people and bad things that keep happening to you. So that's my take on it. Call it far-fetched, call it crazy if you will. I really don't care. Julie, some call it the Jezebel spirit. Some call it narcissism. Some call, you know, I think it is Satan himself. It is everything that you study, learn about, read about in regards to true evil and Satan and his operation. It is everything. The biggest thing Satan wants to do is to get you to not believe in yourself, to get you to feel less than who you are, to get you so low that you want to kill yourself. Yes, that's his operation. And we cannot let that ever happen. We cannot even let it get to the point that we start doubting ourselves. It's got to stop. No, anytime you pick up on that someone's doing this to you, bye, get them the heck out of your life. Get them out of your life, because that is a sign that they need to go. This is the first birthday I have had since I was 21 years old. I thought about this today, that I am completely narc-free. I got some narcissistic behavior within some of the family members, but you want to know what? I know how to handle them, and I know how to put them at arm's length when I need to, and everybody else has been kicked out. And I can honestly sit here and tell you guys, I feel the happiest, the most at peace, the most joy I have felt in years, just getting these people out. Get them out. Get them all out. If you have them in your workplace and they're not going anywhere, get your resume out there and get the heck out. It's not worth your time. You're going to, or if you have to learn how to deal with them, there's ways to do it, but it's so nice right now. I'm just being honest. It's so nice right now not having any of them in my life. Goodbye. Good riddance. I will never accept you in my life ever again. You got the darkness on you. Figure it out. Get yourself some help, okay? It's not my problem anymore, and it's not going to be. So that's my message tonight, this evening. Do you guys have any questions that you want to ask me? Feel free. I will look for them. I need my glasses right now. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. Today is the indicator. No, you know what? I'm going to make up for those lost years that I just had there. And I am going to make up for that. And I'm going to reverse what has happened. And I already am. So that's pretty good. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think that I am completely out of my mind with this, or do you agree with me? Let me know. Thank you very, Carrie. I'm glad you guys are relating to my experiences. Watch out, they come after you with vengeance. Yeah, you know, like I said, the smear campaigns are inevitable. The minute that you have decided you're done, especially, it's inevitable that they're going to go around at that very moment and start, putting a bad message on your name, a bad everything. You know, they have to see you as bad at that point. They're not going to see you as someone that they miss or they messed up with or that they truly desire. All that goes out the window the minute that you are done with them. It's a game to them. So the game becomes now, okay, you're done with me. Well, I'm going to be done with you. And on top of it, I'm going to go smear your name to everybody I know. I have to change the narrative because I'm so afraid that you're going to go around and you're going to tell people the truth. And I'm not going to have that. They're going to hear a complete facade lie about you as a person. So, I don't know. You know, it's been done. It's been written. It's happened. This is what they're going to do. There's no getting around that. You just have to prepare yourself for it. Understand, anyone that's going to believe them, okay, through time is going to figure out who they are and what they're all about. It's inevitable in that too. So don't worry. Don't worry about what they're going around saying about you. Anybody that has a half of a brain is eventually going to see that they're nuts, okay? That they're full of themselves, they're full of crap. The stuff they post online is obnoxious and ridiculous. And to have you replaced so quickly, don't you think people see that? They see it. People know, okay? A lot of them think that they're very covert in their ways, but guess what? They always give themselves away in one way, shape, or form. It's either by how they dress, what they're posting online, their behavior. It's always their actions, what they're doing at work. They're doing something that's criminal, that's not truthful, that's not right, that's not respectful or, ethical. These are not words that they're going to do in life. They got crap characters. Their character is horrific. They don't have character. So, you got to disconnect from that too. And like I said, anyone that's going to believe them, they probably weren't your friend to begin with. They probably weren't in your corner to begin with. They probably are all part of the drama and the BS. So, excuse me, that's my message tonight. I'm glad that you guys tuned in with me. Thank you very much. And if you want to work with me, the forward man, but applies to women too. The forward man, Rebecca? If you guys are interested in working with me for one-on-one coaching, you can email me at tracefaceit@gmail.com. I'd be happy to try and help you through your journey in any way I possibly can. So that's all I've got for tonight. I hope you guys have a very continued narc-free evening, as I will. and a narc-free week into the weekend. And if there's anything I can do for you, please email me. And thanks, guys. I really appreciate your support and your help. Please make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share the videos with people that you think could use the information. And that is how we're going to shut down their operation, is by spreading this information and getting people's eyes to open to it. Thanks so much. I'm Trace Face. It's time we all face the truth together.